What up, Wichita? Welcome to the Wichita Dinner Table, sponsored by Landmark Commercial Real Estate. Landmark is one of the largest commercial real estate companies in Kansas. They do leasing, sales, development, investment, and property management. Check them out at landmarkrealestate.net. Also, this past weekend was Somewhere Fest. So this week's swag is the hat from Somewhere Fest. It was a 2-day music festival that was bonkers. Landmark actually had a little lounge area open for the event, so like people could come in. I think they had some special guests just to hang out, so they were part of Summer Fest. So it was cool to be there. But before that, let's get on to introductions. We got DJ Carbon.
What is good, ICT?
We got Troy Trussell with Live Local.
What's up, Wichita?
We got Annette Lawless.
Hello.
Everyone's favorite co-host, the Kansas Gastronomist.
What do you want?
And my name is Eddie. So welcome aboard. So this past weekend, Sunday was Father's Day. Did Troy, Carbon, you guys have a good little Father's Day?
It was great.
Absolutely amazing. We actually, that was our first time hosting in our newly redone. So yeah, it was absolutely amazing to have all the people flowing through, and man, had the margarita machine going, and yeah, it was a great time. We catered in Station 8, and yeah, we're like, nope, we're not grilling or cooking. All the fellas are taking it easy. Keep Station 8, margarita machine cooking. We lived our best lives.
I wanted to sleep in on Father's Day, but I was like laying down, and next thing I know, our dog is that in my face, just barking at me, and I tried to pretend sleep, thinking she might go away because usually she does, but she just kept going at it. And then next thing I know, my daughter runs out. What's that?
What time?
This would have been 8 a.m., something like that.
Aw,
I didn't get home until I think 1:30 or 2 from Somewhere Fest. So my goal, and then when I got home, you're on this high of just energy. So it was probably 3:30 when I actually fell asleep. And I was like, it'd be nice to get some sleep. No, but going back to Somewhere Fest,
there were a lot of people that went home high from Somewhere Fest. you went high. You went home high on energy. So
maybe. So this past weekend also was Summer Fest, as we just talked about. Carbon, I saw you out there both days, just putting out the vibes as usual.
That was so much freaking joy. They gave me free reign to do what I want. We had a hip hop stage. We have man, my guy Scum. So Scum is one of the local graffiti painters. He's done a bunch of murals in town, like over at Lucky's and other places. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to paint you. So I thought because of the 4 elements, he was going to paint the DJ. No, my guy put my face with a DJ Carbon mural on a huge shipping container. And I'm just like, bro, you made me.
Yeah.
So I'm in discussions to contact the HOA to figure out how I can put that on my property without getting fines. But man, no, we had the 4 element stage. We had Rad Crew, B-Boy Jeffro, Olympic representation for the U.S. in breakdancing. He was there. The guys' energies was insane. All the dancers at Somewhere. The whole weekend, I didn't get to see so much because I was locked into our corner, and our corner was just so active and so much fun. It was amazing. Amazing.
Did you get a chance to see any of the shows, like the musical acts?
I caught a little bit. So I did catch Big X. I did catch Flying Lotus. I did catch Dead Mouse. But
Dead
that
Mouse
was about
was so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Highlight. That was a highlight for me.
It was awesome.
That was
amazing.
Quite an experience, I will say.
I think I said earlier, I'm not big into EDM. I just don't know a lot about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But the energy was incredibly infectious. The light show it hit all your senses.
Yeah. Well, and the food too. The taste buds. I mean, gosh, I saw all the pictures that some of you guys were sharing. Goodness, Troy, you too. Delicious.
The taste of Somewhere was something else. But being really up close to those speakers when Dead Mouse was, I want to say rocking out, but that's probably not the right term. I'm a grunge metalhead, so I don't know. But being that close, you could feel the bass move through your body. It was incredible. like in the video stuff that went along with the music, I was entranced by that stuff. That was incredible. The different things that he had go. Looked like there was a big like Pac-Man mouse like eating him at one point. Like just incredible. Like I was blown away by it. Something.
It was packed.
Yeah.
Troy and I hadn't been before, but for you guys that had been, was it? I mean, it definitely was.
Steve Aoki was pretty. It was pretty similar in terms of just energy and just the crowd eating it alive. Oh, it was.
Well, they did slide the time up, so I know some people were a little bummed that they made a lot of people planned just to go see him, and then might have missed him because of threats of weather. They did end up moving that up a bit, but which was the right call, 100%. Like if you're going to see him, hey, we're moving it up to make sure everyone gets a chance to. We don't want to run a weather risk, but yeah, I'd say it was similar to Aoki.
Any other highlights for you, Troy, from the event? You're there quite a bit, so.
Yeah, so Taste of Somewhere was huge. I had a couple of things twice. You know, the apple egg roll type apple crisp things from No Scratch or
No Regrets.
No Regrets Vegan Scratch Kitchen. Yeah, those were fantastic. Had a foot long dog. I stole TKG's turkey leg.
Dude,
it was fantastic.
That turkey leg from Jive Turkey.
Jive Turkey.
Oh my gosh, that was my first time, and I was that. It takes something really good to impress me at this point. I'm sure that's true, at least for some of us. And like that was impressive. I was like, "Damn, where have you been my whole life?"
Yeah, every bite he took, there were like 3 expletives like coming out of his mouth as he's chewing.
Oh my gosh, I'm jealous.
I'm like, man, give me that thing. I got to try that if it's that good. So,
I mean, we're days later and you're still this enthused about it. I'm mad I didn't get one now.
Did you guys Lady and the Tramp, the turkey leg?
I offered, but he was like, he just threw more explicitives out at me. So, you know.
That's bullshit.
It's very vulgar.
Off my lawn.
Here he goes again. It's always vulgar with this guy.
What'd you think of, was it Die Spitz, Troy?
Dude, they were
my all-female. It was an all-female metal band?
All-female metal band. They were my favorite act that I got to see, and I saw like 8 different acts this weekend. So Die Spitz, they were metal. They were screaming in the mic. The bass player and the lead guitarist, singer were like walking around. The one, they got everybody up to mosh pit, right? And I'll show a video. The lead guitarist got down and got in the mosh pit as she's playing. Dude, it was something else, man. They were awesome. And they were switching, like the drummer came and switched with the other guitarist and played. 3 of them were singing. It was awesome. Die Spitz, you can find them on Apple Music. Dude, I had so much fun.
Did you get in the mosh pit?
I did not.
Nah.
I stepped back and filmed it. Dude, I'm way too old for that, man. Or I feel like I am. I don't know. And I just didn't want to get beer all over me.
I just didn't want to hurt something because I was like, I'm pretty fragile. And I was like, I'm not looking to walk out some bruises.
They were awesome. I also got to see Suki Waterhouse.
Yep, on Saturday.
I got to see her. I saw Deadmau5 for a little bit. Then I went and saw Suki. 2 totally different vibes, like 100 yards apart or however much. But Suki was cool too. Very mellow. You know, like people just relax and chill. I don't know. It was just, this weekend was awesome to see all those different genres.
We're going to end the Summerfest on my stick in the craw. I saw people complaining about ticket prices. They're being like $80, you know, to see an act. And I'm like, $80 to see basically is like 20x per day. So if you spent $80 on Saturday, you got to see, you know, Deadmau5, Suki Waterhouse, Rudy, Die Spitz, Martin Luther, Paris Jane, and for example, a ticket to see Suki is about $100. If you want to see Deadmau5, you're spending about $100.
My friend went down to Bentonville, spent $150 to see him.
So the incredible amount of value you're getting with 20 different artists, 20 plus, I should say, on top of at 5 different stages, on top of all the art, all the extracurriculars like the breakdancing, the skateboarding, the basketball, the food park basically was a taste of somewhere. I don't know if you can get a better value out of that.
I want to add to that, man. So my sister and a friend of hers showed up, and they saw me. They asked where I was. They came and saw me. I ran into them 4 hours later, and they're like, "Oh, we need to go get our tickets." They spent 4 hours doing different things between different stages and skating, and didn't even get their tickets yet. There was so much free open to community access. Yep. They spent 4 hours before they actually went into a ticketed area. Like, get out of here.
That's great.
Well, Wichita had that whole street, like on Friday, with stuff to do, stuff for kids, and like a little ticket thing that you could go to different vendors and
get educated on some things, and get
educated and win something. Yeah. So, I mean, there was plenty to do.
Yeah. It was a hell of an experience, and I am grateful for all the people that put that together, that dreamed it, and it's something that definitely needs to continue to happen. It's a good thing for Wichita.
Amen. All right.
I want to go back to Father's Day real quick. I got to mention the Wind Surge game past Sunday was amazing. We were down in the bottom of the sixth by one run, and there was a 3-run shot hit out to left field. My kids, I brought my boys for Father's Day to the Wind Surge game, and they were saying afterwards, like, this is the best day ever. They had so much fun. But they had all these dad things that you could do, dad and son things or dad and daughter things. And they were always doing those in between innings. And then the kids and the dads got to run the bases after the game. And so that was a lot of fun. I had 3 of my boys went and ran them, but my 6-year-old was like, he doesn't like big crowds, so he didn't want to go run them. But we were able to watch the other 3 run the bases. So very cool. Always fun at a day game out at Wind Surge. So that was a lot of fun.
That was just a great weekend overall, you know?
It was awesome.
All right. Now, can it compare to the upcoming weekend? We'll see. Upcoming events. Starting this week, tomorrow actually, is the Wichita Open over at Crestview Country Club. The party starts Thursday and runs through Sunday. I'll be out there one of the days on, was it hole 17? The party hole. I'm checking things out. Also this weekend, Athletes Unlimited Softball League. So they've been in town the last couple weeks. They've had an incredible turnout over at Wilkins Stadium. So the softball games will be June 20th to the 23rd. So check that out as well. On Saturday is Cornament for Hope at the Sandbox in Derby. This is the first year for the event. It's a fundraiser for foster kids benefiting Ember Hope. If you don't play cornhole, don't fret. There's a 50-50 raffle, other raffle prizes, a live DJ, and full venue access with food and drink. It's a very family-friendly event, and it supports an awesome cause with Ember Hope. Also, Saturday, the 21st, we got Shop Grub at Expression Place from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. It is a Festive ICT event, which if you attended a Taste of Somewhere, you can expect a lot more here at Shop Grub. And then another festive event next week, Wichita Taco Fest takes place June 28th at the Fountains at Water Walk. Actually typed the word water F in there for whatever reason. Fountains at Water Walk. Yeah, shout out to the brains behind Festive, Nnanna.
What?
It sounds like Scooby.
Oh, I can do a really good one.
Oh gosh.
Surprises.
All right. This is someone that we've wanted to get on the show for quite a while, but now that we're in the event season, we have him on. A lot of you may have seen him in the public. It's Nnanna Okpara.
Yes.
All right, there we go with Festive ICT. What's up, Nnanna?
What's up, Eddie? Thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome.
Absolutely, long overdue, man. Cornerstone of this town.
So we are coming off Summerfest, and Festive helped out with a taste of somewhere where there's like 20 food vendors, blind food challenges, photo ops, misting tents. I think all of us stopped by, checked it out. That was great.
Thank you.
Great job there.
Yeah.
But now the grind doesn't stop for Festive. You got 2 events coming up. This Saturday is Shop Grub.
Right. Night markets.
The night market. This is the first one of the year, right?
Yes.
So for those that don't know what Shop Grub is, what is Shop Grub?
It's basically what it sounds like. It's a shopping and food market. it's really two ideas that I combined as one. I felt like when I first came up with the idea for Shop and Grub, it was called Shop and Feast, but I had to dumb it down to Grub because I was like, if I leave it at Feast, then the expectation would be so high from a food perspective. So I changed it to Shop and Grub, and it was really I wanted to do a food market, and I also wanted to do a shopping market, and I wanted the shopping market to be like vintage clothing heavy, and things like that. And I just said, you know what, instead of doing two different markets, let me just kill two birds with one stone, put it together as Shop and Grub. And at the time, a lot of people told me it wouldn't work because it was a new idea, and there wasn't, the markets that were here before in Wichita were like on Saturdays. I think there was one I think Hood Handmade was one of the only few markets that was on a Sunday. So because it was on a Sunday, people told me that it wouldn't work. I was like, actually, I think it's going to work because we don't have a lot of things going on Sundays. So shout out to my man Carbon, who was the DJ for the first one, and as soon as we did the first one, it was cool. It wasn't really like, what it is now. It was cool. But as soon as we put the video out, the next one just blew up. And ever since then, it's just, that's been embraced by the community. And we're just, we're fortunate for that. The market has been moved from NAFSA to Exploration Place. And even Alex, at that venue, we've moved it around a couple of times as well. And the fact that people still stick with us, to me, blows my mind. You know what I mean? So, but it's also a testament to the vendors, the quality of the markets, the consistency of the marketing, and just the support of the community. And I think it's something that Wichita wants. And I'm just grateful.
And it's every month, from April all the way down to October. And then I think you have one at Century 2. That's during open streets in September.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, they're all over at EP outside that new little amphitheater space. So it's really cool.
Right.
So that's this Saturday.
Well, and then not just that one, but you've done a great job of finding an opportunity. And the next thing you know, you created a whole community around one opportunity, man. It's been a great thing to see. So, well, and sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Going on to the next thing. I mean, it's just another example, man. It's been amazing to watch.
Thank you.
Then next week on the 28th, it's what annual Wichita Taco Fest? What number are we on now?
I think
it was like 10.
7. Well, it would be 10 if we didn't miss 2 years with the pandemic. But I think we're on number 7. If I'm not wrong.
I'm gonna say 10 because it sounds cool. Even though it's not 10, we're not gonna the facts get away with a good story. So Saturday, the 28th, Wichita Taco Fest.
Yes.
New location. So you're bringing it back to downtown Wichita.
Yes, I finally listened.
The fountains at Waterwalk.
Right. Yes.
So, what can people expect this year?
Well, first thing that is back in Wichita, and I checked the weather. It's going to be awesome. So that's just let everybody know now. With that, I'm already on it. You can expect 20 plus of the best taco vendors here in Wichita, food trucks, and other food vendors as well. Obviously, we'll have like our beverage vendors, desserts, the pineapple smoothies. We'll have the Lucha Libre theatrical performances, which is a crowd favorite. The Jalapeno eating competition, the folklore dances. This year we have a live band, Son Tropical. They do like the cumbia, so it's really, really cool dance music. Obviously, we'll have our DJs. Obviously, the VIP Expo, which is also a crowd favorite as well. We only have like 300 tickets. And I think we're down to like 50, maybe. So that usually sells out as we get closer. But also, I mean, the biggest thing is that it's back in Wichita. For the last 3 years, people have been complaining. They've been saying, "Hey, you need to change it to Andover Taco Fest," or why? But I tell people all the time, in other cities, like LA, for example, like the LA County Fair is not in LA. I mean, but they're gonna have it where they can have it. Sometimes, but you can still call it LA if it's like 10 minutes outside, you know what I mean? And to me, it's just like we liked the space in Andover, and we needed a place that we could do the festival over and over again and not have to move it. The issue with Taco Fest is before we went to Andover was every year we moved it, and we didn't move it every year because we wanted to. We moved it because something happened. Like the first year, at Union Station, it was too small. The second year we went to Lawrence Dumont, and we proved that we could do it. You know what I mean? And then they told us to take it down, and then we moved to Cowtown, and it was just too overwhelming for Cowtown, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So, and then obviously the pandemic happened. So we've I think with Andover, we had the opportunity to just do it over and over again with great support from the city, from that venue. Like they really supported us and rolled out the red carpet for us. So personally, I just want to say thank you to them because they did a great job, in my opinion, of allowing the team to be comfortable and make mistakes and learn and grow together. So those 3 years really helped our team give us some consistency. And I think now, me bringing it back to Wichita, it was we kept getting the emails, and it wasn't like they were harsh emails. It were just people really pleading, like, "Yo, we don't want to drive 15 minutes. We want to, we want to just pull up, get some tacos, and and go about our day."
Heaven forbid people in Wichita drive more than 10, 15 minutes.
I make this joke. I make this joke that they don't want to start up their private jets on the west side to fly to the east side. You know what I mean? They would rather.
I take my PJ out to Andover. I don't know what y'all.
You know what I mean? It's like, and so I just, I think, in my opinion, the time was right, and my team is probably the strongest it's ever been. We've also, been together for a very long time. And then we had the experience of doing it at one place over and over and over again. So that, we have that experience now. So I think now we can do it anywhere, which, we've done it in Kansas City and Lawrence as well. So, we've proven that, but just, I think doing it here, which is where it started, and the home of Wichita Taco Fest, I think it was right to bring it back, and we'll see how it is. My original idea for Taco Fest was always to do it outside in the city. That was always my dream. It was never to do it in the heart of downtown, but I just knew that that's like a 10, 15-year war that I would have to fight, convincing people that that's the move. You know what I mean? So I think doing it, I'm not doing the festival for myself, so I also have to listen to the feedback and the criticism, as long as it's good criticism and it helps move the festival forward to benefit the community. As long as I'm open-minded, I think, and I get good feedback, I can make changes. I should make changes that I can to make the festival better and to help move it forward for the community, obviously. So it's not even though I put it on, it's not for me. So I can't just always do what I want to do.
So real quick, so for people that haven't got the tickets yet, it is Saturday, June 28th from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Well, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yeah, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Man, I got my.
We do a soft opening at 2, but nobody should put that out there.
Don't show up at 2. Show up at 3. That's what he's saying. Oh, look who just joined us. We have Annette. Hey, Annette.
She must have heard about tacos.
She heard tacos.
And she hopped on immediately.
Delish. Yes. Sign me up.
So, Taco Fest, you can get your tickets at festiveict.com. How much tickets this year, Nnanna?
So the prices vary. For a single right now, the pre-sales are $17. For the doubles, it's 2 for $30, so $15 a piece. For the VIP right now, it's $65. The VIP gets into the expo for the entire time of the festival, and then between 4:30 and 7:30, you get to try the Tequila Expo. You get up to 10.5 shots of top shelf tequila during that period. There's also, obviously it's a shaded area, bathrooms and all that. And that's probably, it's probably going to sell out soon. So, and then the day of, tickets are $25. There's no discounts. It's just $25. Yeah. So if you wait till the day of, that's what
June 28th, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Last question for you, Nnanna. What's next?
Man.
Give me the short, abbreviated answer.
I think I've kind of run some ideas by you guys individually. I have look, if I'm being honest, I have a million ideas for events, and I think it's for me, because I have the experience and the resources to be able to bring events to life. it's a little easier for me, but I don't want to just do events to do events. You know what I mean? I think everything I do has to have a reason behind it. There has to be. It's not about making money or just making myself happy or just doing things just to do it. There has to be an end goal and a reason why I'm doing it. So every event I do moving forward, I feel like has to kind of like have have that vision behind it. Not saying that all the events I've done haven't, but sometimes I just try things out because I want to see if it's going to work. You know what I mean? So I have tons of ideas. I don't really want to put any out there right now because I may not follow through with
Yeah,
them.
I hear you.
But I do want to do something that's going to bring the Asian community, the Hispanic community, the Black community, the white community, all the food communities together, as opposed to doing separate events. I want to do something that kind of brings all of us together and do one big community event. And I think I've kind of talked to you guys individually about this idea. And I'm trying to work on something like that. I know me and Eddie have also talked in length about just that, that kind of concept.
Oh, I can attest. Nnanna will send me messages any time of the day, like, "Hey Eddie, I have an idea I want to run by you." I'm like, "Sure, let's talk. Let's hear it." So that dude is constantly brainstorming.
My favorite is, "Good to see you. How you doing?" Oh, side note, I want to talk to you about something. That's like the infamous line, like without fail. We got to talk about something, which I love, man. Me and Nnanna, I mean, gosh, what do we go back? 20?
Man.
15 to 20 years now, from when he was promoting events at Rock Island, Rockstar Thursdays. A lifetime ago, man.
So how I sought you out at Finn's for like 2 weeks, and I would send you like free drinks. You know what I mean?
Man, it's been a joy to be able to see this growth, and you continue to be a huge part of this community, man. It's nothing short of amazing, man. Always a joy to see you doing it.
Nnanna,
thank you.
For the recap. June 21st, Shop Grub at Exploration Place, followed by Taco Fest on the 28th. Nnanna, I don't know a good way to say, goodbye to you besides na 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 na.
No.
Okay. Wow. Have you ever heard that before, Nnanna? I was curious.
All the time.
I'm not the first person to do this.
People who even know me very well sometimes like they'll spell my name wrong. I don't even correct anybody. I don't even correct people no more because I'm just like, you know what? It's all good as long as you treat me good. That's all that's important. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to spell my name, but it's all good. You know what I mean? So I hear all the variations of Nnanna. It's all good.
All right. Well, thanks for hopping on, Nnanna.
Thanks, Nnanna.
I'll see you this weekend.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
And we're back. Things in the community. Something very cool opened this past week. Play and Party Company is now open in Wichita, located at 8981 West Central at Westlink Shopping Center. It is an indoor playground. It has a gaming room, a dig zone, a glam room. It's all this it's very kid friendly. Obviously, it's for kids. They have all the gaming systems from the Nintendo Switch, the Xbox, the PlayStation. They got Pop-A-Shot, tables to play with dolls, and it is a very cool place. If you have kids, check them out. Yeah, very cute. Ashley and Dylan Enders just opened it up last week. Very good people. They're trying to bring cool stuff to the community. So go give them some love. Just opened on Monday the grand opening for Plenty Bloom Market and Cafe at 100 North Broadway or in the Ruffin Building. It is a food hall concept. So currently they have Jumbo's Beef and Brew for burgers. They got N&J Cafe, and then two new ones called Nutri and Plenty Bloom. They do like salads, wraps, healthy eating. It's owned by Kason Chong, who owns Jumbo's. They're expecting some more people popping into the food hall concept, so go check that out. Lastly, Tacos Europon opened up a new location at 819 South Broadway. You may have seen the big blue food truck over on West Street in front of Star. But this is their new restaurant that just opened. I checked it out last weekend. I got some birria ramen. Enjoyed it. A little greasy, but hey, a little grease never hurt anybody.
That's right.
That's right. Oh, and another thing. I heard TKG does a mean Scooby impersonation. Is that right, TKG?
Well, that's kind of putting me on the spot, isn't it?
I mean, it kind of is. Would you be willing to share your Scooby impersonation?
Hey, Raggy. Zoinks, Scoob.
Zoinks.
Oh man. Well, that's the laugh I needed for today.
I hate you.
You don't, but
Wow.
okay.
Oh my gosh.
My cheeks starting to hurt.
I know.
I mean,
All
Troy,
right.
if you put the video up, Troy, and just use that audio with the video of the series, we won't be able to tell the difference.
You won't be able to tell.
That's right. It's spot on for sure.
On. I'm gonna get a text from TKG.
You know
with some
what?
more
Of
expletives.
anything Scooby related, TKG, I think if it weren't for you meddlesome kids, I think that's
I
your
know.
line, not
That would be
Zoinks.
my thought too. That was my
TKG
thought too.
He's gonna text me after dinner table and start give me some more expletives.
That's
And-
right.
You guys.
It'll be very vulgar, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I would
All
never
right.
do that.
Up next, we got Trestle Truths, sponsored by Trestle Media.
All right. This past weekend on Saturday, before we made it out to Somewhere Fest, we were invited over to Grow Plant Bar. And as you all know, they have a place where you can make your own terrarium. I can't say that word. Terrarium. Thank you, DJ Garvin. But so you pick a vessel and you pick a plant, and they have like a DIY plant bar, and you can make your own terrarium. And so we were invited out there. All the kids went. So I have 5 kids. We all went, and we all got to, or they all got to make a terrarium with different things that they have. They have kids themes. They have these little moss balls that you can grow in water. And they have seasonal themes throughout every season. So right now they have their beach theme or their summer theme, which has like a beach kit, and they have 4 different kits. And so we got to try a few of them. They have a hanging plant that you can wrap in twine, and all you have to do is water it once or twice a week, and it stays alive. Very cool. Shout out to Heather and Emily. They invited us out there. We also got to try a bunch of drinks there that they have. They have these bagged lemonades, and they have you can get different coffee drinks in bags. It's pretty cool. You just open it, stick a straw in, and then you zip it back up. Very cool thing. And then I want to shout out to, I'm blanking on her name. This is horrible. Jill. I think her name's Jill, but she was in charge of the DIY plant bar. She was awesome. She helped all the kids know how to pack it right. So you got your charcoal rocks in the bottom, then you do your soil, and then you do your sand and stuff. But a lot of fun. They helped us out a lot. And if you're looking for something to do with the kids this summer, this is a perfect activity. It takes about hour and a half to really, well, I guess for 5 kids it does. 1 kid it probably takes about 20, 30 minutes, but it's fun. It's a fun thing to go do. My kids were super excited about it, and they can't wait to go back. So shout out to Grow, something to do in the community, and support a local plant bar type / coffee bar. So yeah, and they got other drinks as well. Have any of y'all been to Grow recently? I know y'all have all been, but have you been?
It's been a while for me. I need to get back.
Yeah. They I know they released a new drink menu not too long ago. I know Emily, she probably put a lot of work in that one, and it's some good stuff. But Troy, I'm going to take you up on that offer to check Grow out, because my daughter's birthday is a week from today. It's next Wednesday. I'm taking the day off work. I'm going to pull her over summer program, and we're going to have a day-long daddy-daughter day. And I think this DIY plant thing is going to be added to the agenda.
Dude, it is so much fun. She'll have
we'll drink mocktails too.
As an experienced daddy-daughter day, swing by next door, 2 Beats Boutique right next door. My daughter refuses to go to Grow without stopping in to see if they have any new accessories over there. So really good shopping too.
I just plan on going broke that day.
Yep.
Since you mentioned birthdays, while we were there was a birthday party, so you can have your own birthday party there. There was I think 20 little 9-year-old girls over there picking out stuff and just having a blast.
That's cute.
So, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
All right. Zoinks, TKG. What's up your crawl this week?
Well, it's
Jeez.
it's not that bad. So for my craw time today, I want to talk about the mother of Father's Day. So Sonora Smart Dodd is credited with being responsible for the founding of Father's Day in the United States in 1910. And she was raised on a farm west of Spokane, Washington, and she had 5 younger brothers. And when she was 16 years old in 1898, her mom was pregnant with the last of her brothers, and her mom passed away during childbirth, which left Sonora's father, William, raising Sonora and her 5 younger brothers. And fast forward 11 years later, and Sonora is at some church and hearing a sermon about Mother's Day. And having seen the sacrifice that her widowed father had made for her and her brothers, and also observing approximately 1,000 kids in the area that had lost their fathers during a major mining accident, she was moved to found the first Father's Day. So I tried to read more about the history of William, Sonora's dad, and couldn't find much. But I guess the most important thing about him is obvious. Sonora revered her father for stepping up and raising her and her little brothers. So I got to thinking, what is a father? I'm not sure what it is, but maybe that's what Father's Day is about. Men that sacrifice and step up. So nothing in my craw today, Eddie.
Are you okay, TKG?
You okay? Come on. You okay? So nice.
Can't I just give information on occasion for people to marinate on?
Of course.
Think about what that means and execute on it if they so choose.
That's so sad though. Like that's what 6 kids that oh my gosh, navigating that on his own.
Isn't that interesting? Did anybody know, how did Father's Day come about?
No. I thought Hallmark created every single holiday.
That's what I thought. I was telling my kids yesterday. It's like, it's just another Hallmark holiday, but we're going to go celebrate dads today.
Well, that's the genesis of everything. That's not like how things start, right? Like it evolves into.
But to create a day and have it to be like one of the bigger of the holidays, that's pretty incredible. Like National Cheese Day is not like a huge day, but like to create Mother's Day, to create Father's Day, like to have it go viral and be like a national thing. Like
the difference between Mother's Day and Father's Day is like, it's so funny to me. So
a lot more money spent on Mother's Day.
Oh my gosh! So this past weekend, there was like this event that was rescheduled from a prior week that was supposed to happen, but because of weather, it was rescheduled on Sunday. And I was just thinking, like, if it would have been Mother's Day, there would have been like, how there's been some protests going on. That's what we would have seen. Like, it would not stand. But in this situation, all the dads were just like,
whatever.
I got a funny story about Mother's Day. So 20 years ago, I used to work for Budweiser, and I drove a beer truck. I had a country route back in deep South Louisiana, country route, right? Well, Mother's Day was the sellout of beer, like the biggest day of the year to sell out of beer. Those backwoods boys down there, they love their mamas.
Apparently.
So, like, that was the biggest.
Or they really didn't.
No, they did.
Need a drink to get through this.
I know.
No, they were celebrating their moms.
Okay, that's cool.
That was like the thing. And every week that year, we like completely sold out of beer in every store.
Interesting.
Wild.
Huh.
It's crazy. Anyway.
That's interesting.
Thirsty.
Yeah.
Right. Well, no stick from TKG.
Dickless.
There you go, TKG.
His heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Oh my God.
Dead Mouse
You
did
guys
something
need
special to
stick
TKG.
Say that again, Eddie.
The Dead Mouse did something special to your heart this weekend.
God, Dead Mouse was so good. Incredible.
Alrighty. What's good in Wichita? So everyone's comes with a shout out, something heartwarming they've seen. I'll begin. So this past weekend, I would say actually the last 3 weekends, covering random events around town, I got a chance to meet a lot of different photographers and videographers. So like sometimes I'd go up to someone and be like, "Oh, hey, do you have a page I could follow? I'd love to see, whatever content you're shooting." And they would tell me, and I'd follow them, and we start chatting and everything. And then like last week, I bought a camera, and I brought it to Summerfest, and so many people there were helping me out, like teach me things like how to focus and whatnot. I didn't even know how to turn on the video portion of my camera. I had to ask like Troy and Darren, like, "Hey, how do I change this?" And I'm watching other people take photos. I'm asking them questions, and they're all super generous of their time. They could be busy doing their thing, but they took their time to stop, show me what's going on, give me some pointers. I took pictures of all of them, many of the ones I met, shared them online. Just a really cool community of people out there, creating content strictly for, Wichita. I mean, a lot of them are faceless, so rarely do you see the photographers like face. Like you just see the content they're putting out there, and I'm like, they need some love, and God bless them, because they were phenomenal to talk to and to hang out with this past week. So shout out to them.
Very cool.
TKG.
I want to give a shout out to a Uber driver that I had recently. I was making small talk with that Uber driver and said, "Hey, do you follow Wichita by EB?" And the Uber driver's face lit up and said, "Oh yeah, I love Wichita by EB." I was like, "Me too." I was like, "Hey, so do you follow any other bloggers or social media folks?" She's like, "Well, I follow that one gastro dude, but I like Wichita by EB better." And I said, "Me too, Uber driver. Me too." I just really wanted to tell that story.
Did you say that to her name? You're like, "Yeah, Uber driver."
I think she was probably talking about that gastronaut guy.
Yeah,
could
probably.
have been.
Probably not. Not even.
Did you give her a
TKG.
5-star review though? Did you give her a 5-star review?
Is that how all your conversations go in Uber, TKG?
Yeah.
Well,
it's
kind of fun. I like. First of all, I kind of like doing it. When it's like being in an elevator. What are you going to talk to somebody for 20 minutes about?
Yeah, I just
I don't talk. I'm surprised. Like that's not a stick for you. Like you want a silent Uber ride or a silent elevator ride.
So you're actually encouraging chit chat right now, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Of all the people to not chit chat, it's you.
Right. Otherwise, it's awkward. And the awkward silence is really what gets in my cross. So that's why I make sure to talk. But yeah, you end up saying, "Oh yeah, have you been to this pizza place?" or whatever,
Well, I know you don't like doing it, TKG, but next time you see her, tell her Eddie says hi.
Okay.
Can you do that for me?
Hey there, Uber driver.
The next time
Eddie says hi.
And give her a blank greeting card that says "Thank you" for me.
Is it signed?
No, of course not.
Okay.
You put one in. All right, Troy.
All right, I want to give a shout out to the Surge Squad. Y'all know who I'm talking about?
Are those the hype people in the
They're
crowd?
They're the hype people that keep the party going in between innings at the Wind Surge games. So they're the ones getting people rounded up to play all the games and interviewing people in the stands. And because a lot of kids go to these games, and I guess it could get pretty boring for a kid in between innings when there's not a lot going on. Heck, baseball can probably be pretty boring for kids if they don't play it. But yeah, so shout out to the Surge Squad, kept the party going, and had a really good time at the game this past Sunday. So good job.
That's awesome.
Surge Squad.
Carbon and your new friend.
I'm giving.
Who is your new friend, real quick?
This adorable little guy showed up on my back porch this morning So I'm giving the preemptive shout out to those of you that helped me find his home. So, so well behaved and just been hanging out. So he was just nicking up my ankles while we were recording. So I figured I'd give him a little attention. But yeah, I don't know his name. He's not chipped. So we're gonna find his home though. He's too good to not have one. So. Preemptive shout out to those of you that helped me find his home. And then also, well, you mentioned the creators, and I wanted to give a similar shout out. Although I do love creating some content, this past weekend I was too busy doing all the things to create that much. And I got to relive it all thanks to you guys. I mean, I got tagged in so many things and just relived so many moments. I was too busy in the moments to really document too much, but it was just a blessing to be able to kind of recoup on Sunday and look at it all and just be like, wow, we really did that. So huge shout out to everyone that stopped by, that gave some love and grabbed a photo. And it was just such an amazing time. So honored to be able to have all that. So yeah, shout out to the creators.
My very first dog I ever had, I mean, my family, I guess, I was 2 years old, looks just like him.
Yeah. What was your dog's name? Do you
Foxy.
remember?
Oh, the very first one was Boo Boo.
Boo Boo.
I have a picture of me as a baby with the dog. And I'll see if I can I'll see if I can dig it out and share it, and we'll do a comparison.
Oh.
Who did that?
Right.
Was that Troy?
Who do you think?
Asshole.
All right, Annette, bring us home.
Can't top that. Okay, so lately I've had a ton of public speaking opportunities. And I don't think I give out the shout out before, but my love is to this dinner table. This past year, wild year for me, but my public speaking, I love this. So I've been giving speeches lately talking about my work with missing children and, you know, kind of finding my path after losing my job. And the one thing that I really emphasize with people is like, you know, I wasn't fired by my job. I was freed by my job. Like opportunities came that I never thought would. And all this good stuff can happen if you just sort of have that glass half full perspective and everything. And the Wichita Dinner Table happened right when all this stuff was going on. And it was so great and it was so wonderful. And I share it in my presentation now. And it's fun. I think people really like it. It's about like the ending of it. I talk about like all the good, you know, and I share all the good. And then one of my final pictures that I share is a photo of us 5. And just the meaning of being here and with this conversation with people every Wednesday night and talking about the good in our community and the things we look forward to and the things that we really enjoyed. And, you know, there are so many wonderful things to celebrate, but celebrating this here, it means so much to me. So I'm just so grateful to be a part of this and to spend my week with you guys. It really is a highlight. It's so much fun. And I love living vicariously through you all because I didn't get a turkey leg, damn it. And I really wish I did, but I will dream of it greatly. And I'll get that apple cinnamon egg roll thingy too with the whipped topping. It looked delicious, but you know, I just look at that and I really do think this is a wonderful, wonderful group. And I hope that people really do love it. I'm so glad that everybody watches it and comes back. We do appreciate you guys. So
Amen.
Lots of love, but it's always fun. Like I love sharing that and sharing the good. And like I think you guys are the last photo in my slideshow. So thanks. I didn't ask your permission, but you're there. Thank you.
They're like, who's that?
He shows up early, then they might be in a bad mood for the rest of it. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Man, between that shout out, TKG stick, we got a dog here. It's a lot of love tonight.
Yeah, can we just end it, please?
Come on,
All right.
What?
All right. Well, per TKG, we got to end the show. So, Annette, Carbon, TKG, Troy, always a pleasure every night hanging out with you on Wednesdays. To everyone else watching at home, you've all been excused from the dinner table. Thank you.